Play over the years, Gage the last 4 weeks, just your assessment of how he's playing.
He's really, really a special player. Seems like 14 years or whatever, it's just Eastern's always got a dude that's pretty dang prolific. He definitely is the next in line of all the great ones that I've coached against from that place. So he's obviously a special player. I'm assuming he works his tail off and is a leader of that team. But he also does a really, really good job within the system too, you know, and they do a good job. I mean, two nights ago was a great example. I mean, UC Davis did a lot of really good things, and you can just tell he wills his team, and when they need a play, he makes the play, and so he's a special player. He's very good. We got to work it out for us, and yeah, it'll be interesting. He's dang good though.
What is it about Easter? I mean, you talk about your experience in this league. You go from, you know, Matt Nichols, Bolívar Mitchell, Vernon Adams, now Gage. I mean, it just doesn't change. No,
they just have done a great job of. I mean, shoot, I remember a couple years ago. It was a couple years ago. I think we saw all three quarterbacks in the game, and I remember Bo saying, "I think this one will be the best of all of them." You know, and I think he was a freshman or a redshirt freshman that year. So, yeah, I mean, they just it's quarterback U-ish for our level. You go to the stadium and you'll see, you know, like you said, three or even four of them, you know, pictures along the sideline, and they've done a great job of getting really good players at that position, and they've developed them, and I mean, like I said too, they excel in the system that they're in, whether it's whether it was Bo's for so long or even the new one. You know, you can tell they're similar, but maybe a little bit different. But he's definitely one of the best players, I think, at our level, especially one of the best quarterbacks at our level for sure.
Seems like a similar situation of wide receiver where they lost 3 NFL caliber guys, and you know they still are just rolling athletes out.
Yeah, well, I think Eastern always done a good job of getting athletes, and tough to replace the one for sure in Cooper, but you know, this where Cooper Kupp was so damn good, you know, those other guys around him were also very good players, and you know, I don't think you can replace those 3 dudes, but the guys that they've got in there are, you know, they're really, really good players. They make some great catches. You know, they're fun to watch, just because they can attack you different ways, and like I said, it all starts with the quarterback. But yeah, the receiving corps does a great job. They really do. They you know, probably not as long as they've been overall, but they're quick. They run and they can go up and catch anything. So it's an outstanding group. They do a good job. They do a really good job on the perimeter.
And the running backs seem to be a big threat in the pass game, McPherson in particular.
Yeah, no, they've done a good job. You know, when you look at just statistics, you go, okay, have they just abandoned the run, so to speak? And it's just not the case. They still keep you honest. They still run the football. They get their running backs out in the passing game, and they do a good job. I mean, you've got 5 legitimate passing options with their backs, so they're going to spread us out and test our perimeter for sure, and so we're going to have to be really, really good on the perimeter, getting off blocks, and you know, something our receivers do so well that we practice against every day is blocking on the perimeter. So we've had lots of good work at it, and we're going to have to go play extremely well at linebacker and in the secondary against this outfit. And you know, frankly, it still starts up front, so our defensive line's going to have to do a good job, and it'll be a great contest, that's for sure.
Skill-wise, what makes Gubrud so good?
I just think he is a good athlete. He's a big, you know, good-looking athlete. He runs well. He does a good job of extending plays, keeping his eyes down the field. He runs pretty well though. I mean, he's got a. You can tell he can move, and he's fast, and I just think it's probably with him it's more shoulders and above. You know, he's a smart player. We're gonna have to do a really good job of disguising pre and post snap. I don't think you can just line up and say, here's what we're gonna do, because he knows exactly where to go with the ball, and if it's not there, he knows option 2 and 3. He said he's a seasoned vet now in the system. I know they have a new offensive coordinator, but I think he, without knowing him, I think he's probably a really intelligent guy. He's a smart football player.
What's the biggest key to containing a guy who loves to run to open up the pass and throw?
Now we're just going to have to be really smart in our rush lanes and do a good job with different quarterback spies and just trying to flush him in certain directions. I think he's probably better going one way than the other, and so we got to do a good job of mixing and matching different things up front, and then, like I said, in the back end, we just got to do a great job disguising all day.
Just 4 takeaways so far this year on defense.
Lousy.
Was there a level of frustration there?
It is frustrating. You ask yourself as you get into the middle of October and you go, how, why, what can we do differently? What can we do in practice and prepare? And you don't want kids to play outside themselves and try to do certain things that maybe isn't their job or responsibility, but yeah, we got to be on Amber Alert for the football. We just do. It's got to be. We can't necessarily talk it and preach it. We have to go do it every day. It's just got to become more a part of what we do. We got to go get the football. We got to get the football from the scout team, from our offense, and we got to swipe and hack and CPR, club punch, rip at the football, and we got to go up and get the ball. We only have 1 interception this year, and that's Braden's at North Dakota. So we've had some opportunities. Not just. I think the only true drop was Baloo's a few weeks ago, where it just hit him in the hands. We had some opportunities this last week that would have been really good plays, good interceptions, tough grabs, but I think still catchable. So we got to get the football. I don't know what else to say. It is a little frustrating. It's a little bit maddening when you're doing a lot of good things, and that's just one area. That and third down defense improved a lot this last weekend, but we're just still not anywhere near where we need to be in those areas.
How has Troy looked in practice, and where does he kind of fit into this game plan? Seems like a game where he could help a lot.
Yeah, Troy's gonna play. I think he started 3 out of 4 special teams, which is a great way to get your feet wet. He's been playing special teams, and then he's obviously played a lot of running back as well. So, we're going to try to start mixing it. You can't just. He's a good athlete, and he's really smart, and he's athletic. You guys see him; he is a big, good-looking dude. But you can't necessarily just say, "Okay, here's defense. Here's the defense. Go play it." So we're trying to work him in. We're at different times, and hopefully, just with the style of outfit that we're going to play, hopefully his athleticism and his brain, that'll translate into him maybe having a small package or doing some things for us on defense this Saturday. So we've been meeting all morning and yesterday afternoon and last night, transitioning into Eastern Washington. And, you see what kind of an athlete and know what kind of kid he is, and you're going, okay, so how can we get him on the field? What's best for him realistically, and obviously what's best for us defensively. So hopefully we start to see 15 on our side of the ball. So who knows, maybe you'll see him in all 3 phases of the game. He's that type of athlete where, but you just gotta be smart too. He's still a true freshman. This time last year he was playing at Beaverhead, so we just have to be smart, I think, with him.
Do you like the progress you've seen on the defensive line?
I do. I think they're doing a really good job. I don't think our sack number or our quarterback hit number is probably that flashy, but I think overall we're doing a pretty dang good job against the run. It's not perfect. They're a good group. We talk about them. We talk about them every week, basically, and they're doing a good job. They really are. good group of kids, and they play really hard. I mean, they really do. I think as a whole, I would hope that Eastern is watching the film going, man, these guys do play hard. They run to the ball. It hasn't been perfect, but I think we've got I think we have our kids playing at a really high level, and now we just got to, our football intelligence and coaching-wise, we can always be better. Schematically, we can do some things better, and we're going to have to probably have some wrinkles this week for just for the type of offense we're going to see. It's really not very comparable to what we've seen over the last month. Maybe the most comparable is Washington State. And obviously they're a dang good team led by a really good quarterback, and so we'll have to do some things maybe similarly than what we did, but with some wrinkles too. So.
Was he in practice, would you say? And it's just not translating to Saturday?
Yeah, no, we go and get some. We get some versus the scout team. We just need to keep being more. It just needs to be an extremely high priority for us. We need to go get the football, and when the ball's up in the air, we got to go get it. We got to go contest balls, and we got to just keep harping on it. We got to keep, it's not okay to have balls completed on us in practice, and it's not okay to not get 3 or 4 every day, until we flip that switch and start doing that every day and making it. I mean, that's the thing. It's a priority, and now I guess I probably need to just do better. Just do better. Again, you ask yourself, okay, what can you do differently? And that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, well, what can we do differently to emphasize this? So, but we'll see if we can flip the script a little bit this week.
What's the key for the secondary against Eastern?
Well, keeping the ball in front of us for sure. We've got to be really, really good in space in terms of open field tackling, getting off of blocks, playing off of different cut blocks and stuff. We just got to, it's not like we have some guys down, as you guys know, and so the guys that are there, we just got to make sure they're fresh and try to roll some guys, and they're going to have to work it out for us. Our eyes are going to be critical. I mean, they really are, and so those guys are doing a good job. That's the thing. I think for a secondary that I wouldn't just say we're loaded with talent, loaded with fantastic players. I think those kids are doing a good job of executing the plan that we put forth for them and say, hey, go do this. And overall, they've done a pretty good job doing it. I mean, it's, again, statistically, I don't even know where we're at in a lot of areas, but I feel like those guys are taking the plan each week and going out and executing it. So.